Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite crowdfunding news and reviews channel here on YouTube. So today is going to be a little bit different. We're talking about clothes. It's a Kickstarter project called Anifa. Anifa All Condition Jacket Tech Kit by Anifa and Michael Owen. Tech Kit, all condition active jacket, stretchable, waterproof, and windproof, all condition wear. Designed by Michael Owen and Anifa. So what is Anifa? Anifa is a brand. It's actually, I had to kind of unpack this and figure it out. And so in today's video, I'm not just going to review the product. I'm going to try to give some advice. Because these guys are from Hong Kong, or actually I think they're from Macau. And I kind of tried to figure out what's going on and how I think they could improve. So it's Anifa is a brand, and Tech Kit is a line of new products that is designed, or at least sort of branded, to Michael Owen, who is a football player, soccer player, pretty famous UK soccer player. He was on the England team and stuff. I don't know nothing about no soccer because I'm American, but that's what the guy is. And the brand utilizes or employs designers from Japan, and so they actually talk to them in the video. So but before I even get to the video, so they have this sort of trailer, looks like a movie poster or whatever, and they show the products. So I don't know if these are all the Michael Owen products or they're just normal Anifa products. Here's the Michael Owen one. So as you can see, this is all actually basically frame grabs from the video, so I might as well play the video. They use Toyobo fabrics from Japan. Actually, Toyobo is a pretty major company. I thought they just made, well, I know they also make zippers and buttons, because there's actually a Toyobo factory near where I frequent in Japan. Actually, it's where my in-laws live. I see Toyobo factory and their whole design. They have a pretty big facility near where they live in central Japan. So I am quite familiar with Toyobo, although I did not know that they make space-age fabrics too, including some fancy waterproof, stretchable, breathable fabrics. So anyway, let's go get to the video and we'll get into what I think they can improve, sort of. So Tech Kit is the name of the line. And yeah, it has all this. It's a knit, but it's stretchable, breathable, etc., and waterproof. So the question is it water repellent, or is it actually waterproof? So clearly water does not soak in, but will it soak through? Also, let's just get straight to the first thing. Anifa, not to be confused with Antifa, the anti-fascist, extreme leftists who some would like you to believe, Donald Trump would like you to believe, are just as bad as right-wing Nazis, but just on the other side. So you might think, Mr. Simon Kwong from Macau, you might think about changing your name. Actually, I read through the bio and they actually explain Anifa, not Antifa, Anifa is short for Animal Farm, or inspired by Animal Farm, the George Orwell book, which actually makes me think maybe they do subscribe to the Antifa viewpoint. I don't know if Michael Owen knew what he got into when he signed up for this one, but Animal Farm, okay, so maybe think about a new name. Maybe call it Mamali. What can you do with Animal Farm without sounding like Antifa? Anyway, so that's the product, that's the brand. Here's the collaboration they did with, I guess that's Michael Owen. They got him in the studio.
It's one of my favourites. Myself and Simon put a lot of hard work into this outfit. It's stretchable, so it's very comfortable to wear. It's airy, so it's nice and cool when you're wearing it, and it's waterproof as well. The fabric is actually from Japan, and it's very high quality fabric.
So I mean, it looks like it's very functional clothing, comfortable, etc. I don't know exactly what that has to do with Michael Owen, like, I guess that sort of does look like a soccer, a football workout outfit. Now we go talk to the Japanese designers. Needs a better microphone. And so, to me, this is very strange. So you go from talking directly about Michael Owen to now general stuff about whatever, active clothes. So, like, is this something they're selling here, or this is just completely different? Is this other Anifa clothing? I like the skater girl. She's cool. The clothes look decent, but is this part of Tech Kit or not? Is it separate? Apparently this looks the same. So clearly they've spent some money. Actually, oh wait, let's take a look again. I think we've got... Oh yes, this is in China. This is not actually in Japan. Juxtaposing somewhat deceptively, not deceptively, just misleading. So this is probably in Taiwan. No, oh, mainland China. So, or maybe Zhuhai, maybe Macau even. So, I guess they never said that. And obviously this is not in Japan. So I'm reading too much into it. So somebody went out into the desert to film. One note, if you're not selling the shoes, don't focus on the shoes. Yeah, they definitely need a microphone. So, I don't know what's exactly going on, but this dude's totally soaked. I don't know who does that while still wearing their jacket. Waterproof zip, waterproof. So it does say waterproof. And yet his shirt is extremely wet, so I would like to see a test maybe. So now we go to Simon himself talking. They make underwear apparently.
We grew up with is science fiction, is cyberpunk, is art and great design. We want to combine the most advanced technologies, materials and design to make clothing that's functional and versatile. Our family starts manufacturing.
So yeah, I would say I could have guessed already. So Simon's family apparently owns the clothing factory. They probably, if I had to guess, and this is all an assumption on my part, they probably do manufacturing for other people, other brands, and they wanted to make their own brand. Probably they said, the dad said, or the mom said, hey Simon, make me a brand so that we can charge more for our clothing instead of working for extremely slim margins manufacturing for big companies. So he said, hey, I got an idea. I will pay Michael Owen and brand our new line of Anifa clothing to him. And there we are, here we are. And they got some Japanese designers to do it. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually totally cool. And it's a good business move. But maybe that explains, that's the strange thing about this video. It's kind of all over the map. Talk about Michael Owen, talk about the product, have the Japanese guy maybe talk a little bit so that you know there is a Japanese guy there behind it, but talk about Tech Kit. Don't talk about the brand and the factory so much, and it's kind of distracting, and the clothing that's not in this particular line. And so yeah, he talks about the opportunity to work, and obviously this is all in Hong Kong or China somewhere, or perhaps Macau. So yeah, I think if you just focused on, you're paying the guy, spend more than 1 minute of the video talking about him, because that's the real thing. Get more of like why things are designed the way they are, or what he feels about it. That's that's what the football fans would definitely want, and that would give them more trust. So that's my view. Okay, so let's continue talking about the product. So they're not cheap, they're the jacket, block knit jacket is $125. They have, what is this guy? Inclusive of sales tax. Yada yada. So what's the difference between this one and this one? This is an early bird, super early bird, and then the price I guess goes up to $163, and then the full price is $200. Okay, so definitely get it early if you're going to get it. Now let's talk a little bit about some other things I don't like. So they have two things here at extremely low prices, basically. $1, it's $1.25, and a $4 one. And it says Anifa / Owen token. What is it? It's a blockchain token. So if you want to support, you can basically prepay for a blockchain token, meaning they are doing an ICO in 2019. So first of all, why are you doing an ICO? What does that have to do with clothing? ICOs are kind of a scam as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you want to jump on the bandwagon and get some ICO money. Okay, you got Michael Owen attached to it. Okay, so why don't you do it a little bit sooner? Because ICOs might not last till 2019. Anyway, so if you're going to do an ICO, do it as soon as possible. That's my view. But I would say stay away from ICOs and stay away from people who are using Kickstarter to do an ICO. And that's the other thing. Like, why are they doing a Kickstarter? This is clearly like a big factory. They've been around for 20, 30 years. They could pay Michael Owen, which definitely costs a lot more than $20,000. So what's exactly going on here? They say at the bottom somewhere, like, because this fancy space age Toyobo fabric is really expensive, they want to get the pre-order money to pay for it, to get the minimum order quantity. But again, you paid for Michael Owen, so do you really need the $20,000 to prepay for it? If you're just doing it to like pre-gauge interest, to do pre-sales, I'm not a big fan of that. The other thing is, like, why is this on Kickstarter at all? So clearly you guys have the money. Is there anything really innovative about these clothes? Clearly Toyobo's selling the fabric, which means other people are using it in clothes. Are you putting in a new application? No one's ever made soccer warm-ups with it before. I don't think so. I think probably it's okay. And then again, why are you showing people hiking when you're selling soccer jackets? So just kind of all over the map. If I were you, Simon, basically, I don't know how much you can edit or retool once the thing is started, but I would actually consider taking this down and really, really honing it down to just focus on Michael Owen, just focus on those particular products you're selling, which I guess is basically just a line of jackets, right? The pants aren't even included. And you've got a women's one too. The women's one, I guess that looks kind of like a warm-up stuff. Maybe really clarify exactly what you're going for. Who's your target audience? Like, this is not for soccer people, is it? Football people. Don't show products you're not selling so much. Like, can I buy the pants too? No, apparently not. So I have a dream. And maybe definitely consider changing your name. Animal Farm is cool. Actually, I don't even remember if I read it in school. But Antifa is not so cool nowadays unless you're really aiming for that. Be the clothing of choice of the anti-fascists. I'm actually quite against fascists, but I also don't like hardcore leftists. When I went to school at UC Berkeley, we had, what was it called, the Spartacus Youth League, who were basically now the Antifa, and they were such tools. We actually used to accuse them of, sort of whisper and joke that they were actually funded by the CIA to discredit any credible progressives, but that's another story. So, Anifa, not the best name. Simon is actually answering questions, like literally 5 minutes ago. So, Simon, if you're out there, shoot me a message. I'd love to give you some help on this. I am based in Hong Kong, and I go to Macau often too, so if you're over there, we could probably meet up. Anyway, so again, this is all trying to be constructive criticism, but I also want to give my viewers the real deal and some insights. Okay, so that's it for today. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at GoKickMe. Simon, you can direct message me. Try direct messaging me on Facebook. That seems to be the easiest since I don't log into the Twitter that often. And then also go to gokickmedia.com to sign up for our newsletter. See you guys next time here on Go Kick Me. I am in the US right now. I'll be back in Hong Kong very soon. By the time you guys see this, I will already be back. See you and bye.